When you think about mobility services and when they first began, it was really about being able to place a phone call. I now have a handheld appliance, a handheld computer, with a significant bandwidth connection.
Really, there's two transitions that operators need to make as they move forward with their networks. The first is to cost effectively grow the bandwidth and grow the capacity of the network to handle all of these new devices and new types of services that are happening. The second is to more directly participate in those services themselves, or the content value stream, and in that sense, serve the end user, in such a way that it provides a better experience for them, which is ultimately the goal. That's the smart mobile internet.
While service providers are evolving their networks, the reality is at any given time, service providers could have 2G infrastructure, 3G infrastructure, and 4G infrastructure at individual locations in the network.
I think these operator networks need to be carefully planned to support the evolution. And if they're not carefully planned, operators are faced with a potential downward spiral.
How do we make the network smarter or more intelligent with technologies and capabilities and toolkits that we can provide in the network so the user experience can be enhanced, the operators can make money in the process, as well as the internet companies?
From the get-go, all the hardware that has been built, every module that is in there, it has intelligence embedded in it.
If you think about intelligence for a moment, what are we really talking about when we use the word smart or when we use the word intelligent? The way I tend to describe it is there are four aspects of intelligence. If an operator has these 4 degrees of intelligence, let's say the visibility, the control, the optimization capabilities, and the monetization capabilities. So collectively, we call this the smart mobile internet.
Tellabs mobile backhaul solution enables one piece of backhaul infrastructure to exist from cell site to mobile packet core and handle all of the 2G, 3G, and 4G traffic simultaneously with one Tellabs solution. That's critical for the service provider because it all ties back to capital costs and operational costs. The addition of intelligence is important because you can understand the different applications that are flowing over the infrastructure and separate, segment, and treat differently, realizing that all bandwidth is not created equal.
The Evolved Packet Core is a very strategic piece of the LTE networks, which terminates all mobile sessions and all mobile devices. Tellabs designed our Evolved Packet Core. We kept the need of the smart mobile internet in mind. And we kept the need of building high capacity networks at the lowest cost per bit in mind. We kept the need of monetizing these content in mind.
There's 2 things that operators are going to need to contend with as their mobile networks move forward. One is the competitive environment is going to get more intense. And number 2 is that end users are going to continue to be more and more demanding with services that really are difficult to predict and difficult to anticipate. What do networks need to do? They need to do 3 things. They need to be scalable, they need to be reliable, and they need to be flexible to accommodate all of the unknowns that are out there. If a network can do that, it's better for the end user, it's better for the operator profitability standpoint, and that's what Tellabs brings to the table.